Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 11, and we have an update video. We're going to be looking at some really cool stuff in this video today. We have two behind-the-scenes videos of the cast and crew filming, so that tells us some things that are going on in the episodes, because we get to see where they are, what they're filming. And then also we got some information because Scott M. Gimple teased season 11. He had an interview it was like this thing on Twitch. I'm going to be reading the article off of comicbook.com. Of course, credits to them. Credits to the Walking Dead universe on Twitch. And then also those links will be in the description down below. We're gonna start off by looking at these filming videos. Before I do get into it though, I want to say general spoiler warning in case you are not caught up with this show. And then also, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. But yeah, let's get into the video. So yeah, season 11 is right around the corner. I am very, very excited about it. It's only about right now we're watching Fear the Walking Dead, but after Fear the Walking Dead is over, maybe like 2 months, a little bit over 2 months. So it's not, far at all. I'm very, very excited for it. It is 2 months away. So, usually they have a trailer coming out in July during San Diego Comic-Con. So I assume we're probably going to be getting a trailer in the next couple of weeks or something for this as they are filming. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this in production video. So this is the first one. This is the most recent one actually. This one came out just a few days ago. Here we have Daryl and Maggie. We have Negan. He's also there. We have Maggie. I think that's Maggie. Wherever they are, I think it's in some cave, some tunnel. And I think it relates back to an image they released, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But it looks like they're in some sort of tunnel. It's kind of hard to see, but I think that's Maggie. We have Daryl and Dog here. Daryl and Negan. It seems to be just them in this area. I don't know if there's other characters. I don't know if Carol's gonna be there or anybody else. But the thing that I took away from this is that Negan is joining Daryl and Maggie on a journey or whatever thing they're doing. We saw the way episode 10, or excuse me, not episode 10, season 10, episode 22, the season finale. We saw how that ended. And it looked like things. I think things are going to be pretty tense in the first episode between Negan and Maggie. But Negan did decide to join the community again, and it looks like he probably will stay. Again, I don't think Maggie and Negan will be best friends. I think they're just gonna have a deal with each other and move on and deal with the new group, the Commonwealth. But I think it's really interesting seeing Negan join Daryl and Maggie, because these two, Daryl and Maggie, arguably are the two characters who've had the most problems with Negan. I mean, Maggie 100%, and then Daryl also has had a lot of arcs with Negan over the years. So I'm also wondering, what are the circumstances underneath this? Is Negan just joining them and scavenging or whatever they're doing? Are they just trying to get Negan out of the community? Is Negan just willingly wanting to go with them? I'm wondering how this is going to play out. Is he just part of the community now? I always feel like there will be, tension between the characters. Obviously this is a behind the scenes thing, so we're not seeing them act. Seeing these three together is going to be something really worth watching, and I'm very excited for it, especially because we didn't get too much Negan and Maggie during the extra 6 episodes. We had some in episode 17 and then some at the end there, but nothing too substantial. So I'm excited to see more of this. And then when I mentioned that image earlier that I think this relates to, this was the image that I was talking about. They released this after episode 22, I believe, and it was the first look at season 11. This looks to be around that same location where they're filming. It just looks like it, based on just the way the image looks like in the same location. It's very dark, so it looks like they're in some sort of sewer system underground potentially. And what they could be doing here, it could be a couple things. So I'm still waiting for them to go after Eugene and them. I'm wondering if they're gonna be suspicious, why they're not back. I think that could be part of it. Or I think, that might not even happen, and maybe the Commonwealth just comes after them. That could also happen very well. But Another thing is that, remember, at the end of episode 22, Carol told Negan that Daryl found some building or something with lots of supplies. I mean, it looks like they're underground though, so maybe this is just like the journey to get there. You also have to remember that the Reapers are still out there, the group from season 10C, and I think they're also gonna be in season 11. So maybe this is in some connection with them. Maybe they're looking for them. Maybe they're hiding from them. Something like that. So we still have that going as well. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. The thing I'm most concerned about right now, or the thing that I'm wondering the most, is like, how is the Commonwealth going to relate to these characters back home? Because it looks like the Commonwealth took Eugene, Yumiko, Princess, and Ezekiel to their base, like we saw in the trailer. They were questioning Eugene, and I'm just wondering. And the question, one of the questions, they actually asked him if if he's with anybody else, and he said no. So I think maybe they potentially get it out of somebody else, or maybe they just find out somehow and they go after them. But we'll see. But yeah, this was pretty cool. This in production trailer. The next one we also have. This was the one from earlier, and this actually has to do with the Commonwealth, which is pretty cool. So here we have Eugene. You can see Eugene again and Ezekiel. They're on set here. We have Yumiko also, Princess, Eugene in the back there. This looks, and we have some Commonwealth soldiers. And this looks like a really, I don't know if this is like a set, or is this actually how it's going to look. I mean, obviously it's, a set. But I'm wondering if this is like that location where they're going to be getting questioned. I don't think so. I think the other scenes, like this one right here, we have Princess facing somebody. This is probably the room where they're getting questioned, because we know that's coming up also. And then we have Kari Payton here as Ezekiel. And again, I think this is where the characters are being questioned by the Commonwealth. So you guys let me know what you think about these little in-production teasers. But next, I want to go ahead and talk about the thing that Gimple said about these episodes. Alright, so Gimple did this thing on Twitch. I'm not too familiar with Twitch. I mean, I know it's like a live stream platform, but he did this thing with the Walking Dead universe on Twitch. Again, I am reading the article off of comicbook.com. I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to check out the full article. I'm just going to be reading a little bit off of it. But he said this. And this is in terms of the episode, or like the season being very, very dark. Not totally dark and gloomy. There's some sunshine between the gloom, but the dark stuff gets very, 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 very dark. Gimple told the Walking Dead universe on Twitch about season 11, but it's not unrelentingly dark. There's some bright spots. So again, this is about the final season being like a darker season, which honestly, if they're going in that direction of being more dark and gloomy and more horror stuff, I'm all up for that, because I mean, that's what season 9 and 10 were with the Whispers, and those two have been, some of the best seasons we've had in a while. And also, Fear the Walking Dead right now is definitely going in a direction that's a lot more darker and gloomier, and doing things that, we just don't expect. And Fear the Walking Dead right now is one of its best seasons. So I think, with The Walking Dead, a show that is meant to be horror, I think it works well when it embodies that genre. And then, like he said, obviously there's going to be some moments, some happy moments, I'm sure. Like he said, sunshine between the gloom. Those are, maybe moments between characters and stuff like that. But he also said this, which I found really interesting. He said, without getting too into it, there's a level of intensity to these episodes that's both an intensity of threat intermingled with the intensity of emotions behind that, and various histories of the characters getting intermingled with that, Gimple said. There's some really brutal stuff in it, and yet it directly affects some of our most beloved characters and ties into their histories in ways that we'll see. So reading this reminded me of the Reapers. Now, we have the Commonwealth coming to the show, and obviously, that could be a threat also, like he's talking about here, and they are like the main group of the season. But we've already seen the Reapers, and I think they're also a threat, obviously, like we have seen in the episodes, or episode 17. And they are a very dark group and a very brutal group. So when I read this, I kind of thought about them, because that sequence, and it's one of my favorite sequences of the extra 6 episodes, was that sequence that was in the woods. Like, that was really well done and really scary and really terrifying, and like they're very brutal and very dark, so it definitely fits into their characters. I remember watching that scene in episode 17, or that sequence I should say, when they were in the woods, just sort of out in the open. Like, they were hiding, trying to hide behind the trees and stuff like that, but the Reapers were shooting at them with arrows from all over. It was just like a very tense and scary scene. So they are like the definition of brutal. So it kind of reminds me, his description reminds me of them. And then when he says in terms of characters' history, that kind of reminds me of Maggie. I'm sure, there's other characters that could be involved in this. Maybe there's things between Maggie and Negan as well. But we still have a lot to learn about Maggie and her past and how she's connected with the Reapers and all that kind of stuff. So I think it, could relate to this as well. And then obviously, like I said, the Commonwealth also. But yeah, if the show is going in this direction, I'm pretty excited for it, because I think that's when the show, The Walking Dead, is at its best. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know, what did you think about the little teasers we got, and then also about what Gimple said. Definitely interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share this information and then, tell you guys what I thought about it. Again, I'm definitely interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like rating, and for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.